So we have an official title and a gameplay trailer for the Black Clover game, and it is revealed to be called Black Clover Quartet Night. Yes, no, I wasn't having a stroke just said. That is the actual name of the series. Oh boy, if this comes out into the English-speaking languages, yeah, they're going to be like, what? Is that a spelling error? Is that a quartet? Now, let me explain all that, because the quartet name actually comes from the main gimmick of this game itself. So, it is going to be an arena brawler, like the Naruto game, like as well, like the My Hero Academia game. No surprise there, right there. However, this is going to be 4-on-4 fighting. That's a little bit, like, that's insane when you think about it. There's going to be 4 characters flying around all at once, same thing. It honestly feels like a little bit of a fuck you to Shinobi Strikers, because that's like a 3-on-3, and this one's like, fuck you, we can add an additional character, so you can have 8 people going around on there. By the way, I play Shinobi Strikers beta, and that thing is a pile of fucking shit, so just saying right there. So, another thing that we got to see in this, like, gameplay trailer is, surprise, surprise, some fucking gameplay. And, like, even though it was the tiniest bits of gameplay, we get to see how some of the characters work. Like, obviously, as we was talking to some of our prediction videos earlier, we get to see Asta pulling out the dual blades. He's a lot more of the close-range character from what we can see in the trailers. Magna is going to be filling in that mid-range. He's got a little bit with a bat. Like, we get to see Yuno is going to be a heavily long-range character from what we saw in the trailer, although he can use little bits of his wind power to go in. And another thing is we got 2 more confirmed playable characters, at least in this game so far, and that is Mimosa, and we're having Yami in the game. So, awesome. Glad we got Yami in the game. That was the one character I think everyone wanted. No surprise there. It's like, oh, let's just have him straight away. Mimosa, I mean, sure, I guess considering what the material that they're covering, sure, I think there are better characters to really have on the game. I guess, like, her with her planning abilities and all that, this will be interesting, where this might be a character I would probably play, because if, like, the game's going to be having, like, an attack, defense, support, like, offense, ranged option, like, then, if anything, I would normally probably lean to more of these characters, since, like, Mimosa in the series is actually a healer, kind of support character. She does grow up to actually have some more attack, like, moves later on, especially in the last arc of the manga, so, yeah, I could see myself playing this character. A lot of the time I go to this kind of style. Like, if I'm talking about like games and, like, sort of like, let's say, for example, Overwatch, I normally pick the healer characters like Zenyatta or Ana or Mercy. I normally just gravitate like towards them. But I like the big bulking tank characters as well, and I do like a little bit of DPS. I'm not gonna lie, Asta with the dual swords going in, really like into. I hope I really like playing him in this game, because it really has like won me over with some of the gameplay. I want to see more footage. I like to clear that up immediately as well. Whilst I think as well, like, the Academia stuff looked a little bit slow from the gameplay trailer, this, from like what we got to see from like the Black Clover, is still just a trailer. We've already seen full gameplay of the My Hero one, and yes, like, it could be completely different. One thing that could be a problem for this game, the internet, like, the connection, like, service that they have there could be complete ass. The game could run like ass. Like, there's a bunch of characters going around, it could run like absolute dog shit. The gameplay could be a fucking button masher. It could have nothing involved in it whatsoever. So I hope that isn't the case, but I know this is going to entice a lot of people where it's like, oh shit, 4-on-4, I can get all my buddies in and we can all, like, choose our favorite nights. Like, that's immediately something I liked in there. Like, and if anything, I'm surprised they didn't try already to, like, hey, create your own Black Clover OC, because every fucking game has to have a creator character in it now with Shinobi Strikers, and ever since, like, Xenoverse come into there. Overall, like, this game, it looks fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to it. I believe it was confirmed for PCs and PS4s as well, so I think Xbox One was on that list. I'm not too sure, but a lot of the time it's very rare and dependent, like, where, like, Xbox One gets some love sometimes. But yeah, even still, I'm gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna be picking up regardless. I need it in my Black Clover collection. But one thing was the end of the trailer, that they show a mysterious character, and then they show, like, a stop, like, on a watch. Now, people were immediately like, wait, is that the fucking villain from, like, the part 1? So, not really a stinger to leave it on. Like, honestly, I've never once seen anyone, oh yeah, that villain from the first arc, oh, he's amazing, I can't wait to play him. He's gonna be the most fucking boring character in the entire roster. What do? I stare at a clock and I fire ice magic at you. Well, that's original, isn't it? Like, great job there. If that's the case, though, what more could be interesting is, hey, because I didn't get to hear that fucking character's voice very well because like a trailer that we got to see, maybe that's someone completely different. Maybe this is a new character for this game. I wouldn't be surprised with this game and how it's setting up everything. This could just be its own thing. It could be its own little project where it's like, hey, there you go, have an original story in there. Because if anything, with the cast that they're going for on the stages, I can definitely confirm then at least like we could have at least 20 characters in this slot. I feel like that would even it out a little bit. You have like 20 characters, basically around about five odd teams and all that. You can have it. You can have basically Leopold. You can have Leo. You can have like Mars in this game. That chucklefuck that was with him. You can have maybe a different form of Asta. Not to mention you got a lot more of like everyone from the Black Bulls. I think Vanessa would be a great like addition to this game. I'd really like to have her in here. Not to mention there's the not Gauch or like what is his dude's name from like Yuno's team. Like he could be on here. There's a few characters I could see like add additional like to this cast where it's like some of these have some interesting like moves and that you can actually do on there. And then not to mention as well, we've got the like the white the White Eye Knights as well. They could be an additional cast of characters as well. I can see it where it's like you go down one list, there's all your Black Bull characters. You go down another, there's Golden Dawn, there's the Crimson Lions. Keep going down on there. I don't think she's gonna be in this game, but I would love Melaleona. That is the character where it's like, alright, if I could have one, and I don't think she's going to be in because she's a relatively new character, I would like her, if anything, to be in this cast. Or if Julius Kronos could be in here, that would be something as well. But it's like, everyone pick the guy that has time powers, go! Like that, and just bust this shit up. But yeah, no, even still, I want to have full gameplay where we look at it, and that will be my judge on there. Even still, it's an arena brawler with a black Clover paint on it. I am sick of these games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like that, Storm did me good for a fucking while, and after Burning Blood, after like all the Xenoverses, I am kind of fucking good for a while. And it's a bit of the problem where it's two franchises, mainly being My Hero and Black Clover getting them, and I hope they're good and get me back into it because I have fallen off those those kind of arena fighters for a while now. So it's hoping something on there. So in a miss and all that, I think Clover looks slightly prettier than the My Hero game, but I think My Hero, like regardless, has some really cool artistic choices into there and has a lot more of an interesting cast of characters you can work around in a fighting game. So overall, pretty interested. I'm really excited to see where these games go. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these games down below. But that's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.